In 1992, the then Johannesburg Civic Theatre presented Sinbad's African Adventures as its end-of-year festive season attraction. And now, 30 years later, the panto of all pantos, Adventures in Pantoland, marks the finale of Joburg Theatre's 60th anniversary celebrations. And with us to chat about the show is Didintle Khunou, who forms part of that pantomime. Didintle, welcome to the morning show.
Thank you for having me. Thanks to everybody at home.
Hello. Look, man, I'm sure this is like super exciting. How do you feel about being part of such a production, especially with such a big anniversary being celebrated?
I feel incredibly honored and very excited.
Yeah.
It's a huge production
Yes.
with a stellar cast. I mean, we have such interesting LED lights that are going to be projected onto the show.
Sure.
It's such an awesome merge of technology
Sure.
and performance and
Sure.
live theater coming together.
Sure.
So it's such a spectacle, and I can't wait for everybody to come and watch.
Look, you sound excited, and I'm
Yes.
super excited to find out more about your involvement in the production. Firstly, let's start with how you got involved. Was there an audition process that you had to follow? Or was there a director that just felt like, no, Didintle is the girl, we need her, let's put her in?
We all auditioned
Yes.
equally as everyone.
Sure.
And I just happened to audition and I got the role of Snow White. So I'll be playing Snow White.
Yay,
Yes.
Snow White! I think for a long time, we've seen like especially now with Ariel having come out and her being represented by a black woman, we saw the reactions from the young girls and they were just like, yay, she looks like me, and
Yeah.
yay, I can't wait to watch, and all of that. What kind of responsibility do you feel you carry, especially for young girls that are watching productions like this and are now seeing Snow White in a different light?
Yes, I think it's very wonderful to see someone who looks like you
Yeah.
playing a character that you love, playing a Disney character.
Sure.
I mean, I remember the first time I saw Brandy playing Cinderella
Yes.
at Whitney Houston as her
Yes.
fairy godmother.
Yes.
And I remember being inspired by that, and
Sure.
those were one of the moments that
Sure.
influenced me to become a musical theater
Sure.
actor.
Sure.
So I am very happy to be playing Snow White because I know that young girls who look like me will look at me and be inspired if they have the gifts and the talents to
Yes.
pursue musical theater acting
Yes.
and go forth and shine.
I think it will like have them feeling much less fearless about going after what it is that they want, because they've seen someone like them actually do it, right?
Yes.
Let's talk about the work that you have needed to put in
Yes.
to this production, because you know there's the musical element of it, there's the acting element of it, and now you've
and then
also
there's
just
the choreography element of it.
exactly, you know, like there's just like multiple elements that are involved in making this like a world-class production. And
Yes.
earlier on you were speaking about how, you know, there's now technology that's been incorporated in
Yes.
theater.
Yes.
What kind of work have you had to put in? What kind of practice have you had to take on to make sure that you're actually doing this and you're doing it the way that you want to, and making sure that, you know, you executed greatly so?
Well, thankfully, we have a really strong creative team that is
Lovely.
leading us, our director, Janice Honeyman,
Lovely.
and along with her creative team that is directing us. Pantomime is a very different style of acting. It's very heightened, it's very magical,
Yes,
fantastical. So I've
yes.
had to incorporate that, step out of the screen acting
Yes.
or kitchen sink drama that I usually
Sure.
do on stage, and take on this magical, fantastical kind of energy.
Yes.
So that's the acting aspect. And then there's a lot of dancing
Sure.
and singing. So a lot of us are triple threat actors who
Love
can
it.
sing, dance, and act.
Sure.
The choreography is quite detailed
Sure.
and intrinsic. So there's also rehearsing for that. And then obviously there's, you know, preparing yourself to sing the numbers in the
Yeah.
musical, which are also so much fun because it's contemporary numbers. It's songs that we all know from Lizzo and Michael Jackson and all the greats, really.
I
So
love that.
a lot of rehearsing,
Sure.
but eventually after the rehearsal process, it's just going to be such an amazing dope show.
Yeah, and I can imagine that you will probably leave the set feeling so proud of what you guys have
Yes.
produced.
I'm already proud. I mean, we're
Sure.
still in rehearsal
Sure.
process. The show is starting from the 4th of November to the 24th of December.
Yeah.
But already in the rehearsal process, it's just all coming together in such a fun and cool way.
Yeah.
It's exciting. It's actually, I've realized, it's unlike any other pantomime that we've seen before, because it's more than just like all the pantomimes, Aladdin,
Put together.
It's
Sure.
more than the pantomimes put together. It's actually a new original production.
Oh, wow.
And it's ours.
Oh, wow.
So I think that's also what excites me about it as well, is that it's something new that we're bringing onto the Joburg Theatre Nelson Mandela stage.
Sure.
Yeah, it's new.
So can we expect an incorporation of like African stories or African
Yes.
culture in it?
Yes,
Yay.
definitely African culture.
Yay.
Our fairy godmother is a very African, voluptuous, amazing
Yay.
Mama, the township.
I love
yes,
that.
and she narrates us through this amazing story
that's
of
so exciting.
Happyville Heights in Pantoland.
Oh, yay.
And we have also so many different characters representing different nationalities and people in South Africa.
That's so beautiful.
We have different African songs and numbers. We will be wearing a mixture of sishweshwe mixed with the traditional Disney attire.
wow.
So there's definitely a South African flavor to the show, which I think
Yes.
South African audiences will definitely enjoy.
Not just South African audiences, but I think the audience at large,
Yes.
like worldly audience
Yes.
as well, because I mean,
Yes.
there's such an attraction to Africa right now
Yes.
from the US, and a lot of people just feel like, yo, man, South Africa has a
So
lot
rich
to
in
offer.
culture.
Exactly. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. I just got goosebumps from you.
Yeah,
actually,
so you're
telling me
definitely
about-
coming,
I
right?
definitely want to
Yes.
be there. Look, I can imagine that the vocal training must have been stressful, and I know that for you, you actually use your voice very well. You've played different voice characters. Are we going to get a feel of that in the pantomime?
Definitely.
Yay!
So because I'm playing Snow White,
Yeah.
I have to use Snow White's voice
Aw.
every now and then.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Didintle, just remind us once more for people that want to get tickets. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And I can imagine that this is not just for young people, right? Because
no.
pantomimes are
Yeah.
often creating that impression that it's for kids.
No, it's not just for children, it's for the whole family, and
Yay.
everyone is invited.
Yay.
From the 4th of November to the 24th of December, it's gonna be a party at the
my
Joburg
goodness.
Theatre Nelson Mandela stage.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see you on stage. Here I am making my promise. I am going to be there
Yes.
to experience the greatness that is Didintle.
Thank you.
That was Didintle Khunou joining us right here on The Morning Show. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.